Leinenkugel Summer Shandy. Do you know the history? In Munich in 1922, Franz Kugler's tavern was overrun by a large group of cyclists. Afraid they were going to drink him dry, he cut his beer with lemonade. It was an instant hit. This crisp wheat beer has natural lemonade flavor. And not only is it refreshing for a hot summer day, it has higher carbonation, so it really cleanses the palate, which makes it great for today's dish, stir-fried pepper steak. Now we're going to start by heating our large skillet over medium-high heat for at least 2 minutes. You need it really super hot. In the meantime, we're going to season our flank steak with some fresh cracked pepper, or you can use skirt steak if you like. We're not going to use salt because there's salt in the sauce. Next, we'll add our oil to the pan and we'll swirl the coat well. Should be good and smoky. And we'll add our flank steak. Now don't touch it for at least 2 minutes. You want a good caramelization sear on there for great flavor. Now while the steak's cooking, you want to wash and dry your cutting board with hot soapy water for carving the steak later. Now let's give it a turn. Now that's what we're looking for. Nice color. Well, now that we've got our color set, we'll turn the heat down to medium and then continue to cook, turning about every minute so it's done to your preference. Now the best way to tell when you got a great medium rare is to use an instant read meat thermometer right in the middle of the meat in the thickest part. I like mine 130 degrees. And we'll set it on a plate and set it aside to rest. Now return the same pan to medium-high heat. Let it heat up for about 1 minute. And we're going to let this fond on the bottom of the pan flavor our vegetables. We'll add some more of the oil, our onions and peppers, and we'll saute them up. Boy, does it smell awesome. If you like your vegetables crunchy like I do, you're only going to cook for maybe about 2 minutes. At that point, we're going to add the Leinenkugel Summer Shandy to the pan to deglaze. Now you notice we didn't add garlic to the recipe. We don't really have to because the Kikkoman Sweet Chili Sauce already has it in there. It's gluten-free, goes in a myriad of recipes, and is a great dipping sauce, especially for chicken fingers. Now that our beer is reduced by 70%, we'll go ahead and add the entire jar because we're cooking for 4 people today. Next, we'll add another layer of flavor with the Gourmet Garden lightly dried ginger. Now our resting steak, we're going to add our juices back into the pan. Bring it together, and we'll let it simmer for a few minutes while we slice the meat. Now when slicing your flank or skirt steak, you want to make sure that you look for the lines for which way the grains of the meat is running because you want to cut across that. And we're going to do it at about a 45-degree angle. Of course, you're going to have more well-done pieces towards the tip. And where it gets kind of wide, I cut it in half again and continue slicing. Now we're going to add the meat back to the sauce and vegetables. And we're going to add our finishing vegetables. We're going to put in some bean sprouts, carrots, and some peas. And these are just going to be heated through. You want to keep them nice and crunchy, so you're talking maybe a minute, 2 at the most. And we are ready to serve. Of course, it's great on rice. This dish is also excellent with the carnivore Cabernet Sauvignon. You'll love the full-bodied flavors and finesse of blackberry, caramel, roast coffee, and toasted oak. If you like white wine, try the Scarborough Marlborough New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. This wine delivers refreshing citrus aromas and lively acidity that characterizes the Marlborough region. The finish lingers with grapefruit, vanilla, and spice. Enjoy!